Hello everyone! Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X. I am the Black Shadow and I welcome you back in Baaj Village, folks, which is a bit of an unusual place to be starting a video. But hey ho, folks, yes, I do welcome you all back side of a famous fight outside. Well, I say that. I'm embellishing a bit here, folks, come on. But I mean, really, last time, managing to, after questing to get hold of all the remaining destruction spheres so we can deal with Baaj Temple, we arrived in Baaj and, oh dear me, I mean, it was just meant to be a joke fight. A little fight I was going to screw around in and show you guys you've got no chance to take on Dark Valefor. And spawned from that, we took him on properly, a serious attempt, and we did it. No ridiculously cheesy tactics, no just getting your Jimbo out and getting him to Zanmato Dark Valefor, because he can do that, you know, your Jimbo can just Zanmato pretty much any enemy in the game. I think there might be one or two enemies I think that are immune to Zanmato, I think. Or largely resistant. I don't really remember actually, but I'm pretty sure he can Zanmato pretty much anything you can think of. I don't know why they did that, but we didn't have to do that. Although it got very tempting to do that at one point, it must be said. But you know, there were a few off-screen attempts in between before we got the one where I finally did it, folks. So yeah. But I say yes. So we are here at Baaj. We managed to obviously get in. But we cannot head into Baaj Temple yet to complete the Cloister Trials. Unfortunately, this little person here will, tell us that we have to leave because there's warrior monks inside. Even though I've just taken on, you know, a bloody, a Dark Aeon in one. I don't know why I should be scared of some little things, but never mind. Before we leave here, there are a few items we want to pick up, folks. First of all, there's another Jack Sphere that's hiding here in Baaj. So if you want to get hold of Auron's final Overdrive by getting hold of all the Jack Spheres, this is one of the places you have to go. So you've got to take on Dark Valefor, or you've got to go and travel all the way back from where you take on the Spheromorph. You can travel all the way back here on foot and boat, all the way back if you fancy. I don't think Dark Valefor appears until you reach the Calm Lands, if memory serves me correctly. I could be wrong. Anyway, let's have a look at this one. So this is the start of the journey, so this should be interesting.
Smallest heap of huts I ever seen.
Jacked!
Now, that looks like a fine place to live. Auron.
My lord.
When this is over, could you bring Yuna here? I want her to lead a life far away from this conflict.
You have my word. I will bring her here.
Thank you, Auron. You're a good friend.
What are you guys doing? Let's go!
Auron sounds a bit croaky
So
there.
hungry I could eat a shoe puff whole.
Sorry. Well, let's go then.
So it was Braska that wanted Yuna brought here. You know, out of the way to just have a peaceful upbringing. Cool. Lovely. So that's one for us to get hold of there. Superb. Right, a couple of things we want to do here before we leave. We can look around again. See how things have changed. See if anything here has changed. These guys are still weaving their things. There's a reward being offered for news of the traitors. No one here'd think of saying nothing, but watch out on the road. Yeah, exactly. It has been a few days since I recorded the last video, folks, just so you know. It has been probably about a couple weeks, so, not that you guys would know, because this is all being recorded well in advance. Because I'm also very eager to get on with Resident Evil 4 at this point. And just because I worked up a bit of a backlog, and I'm still working through it, to be fair. I mean, I'm in the process of giving you ideas time-wise. I'm in the middle of uploading Black Monday at this moment, so I've no desire to go against the teachings, but something's not right with the temple these days. I'm not just going around here for the hell of it. There is something I actually do legitimately want to do here. And that is that we need to head into this shop over here. You remember this place? Yeah. Oh, hello. Even here in Besaid, we've got orders to arrest Lady Una. Nobody knows what to do, but we certainly wouldn't do that. Hello there. Well, what weapons have you got? Not the worst of stuff, I suppose. She will sell you free empty slots, armor equipment, all of it free. Free slots, all empty, which, you know, isn't bad. But then, you know, you could go to Rin and buy something that's got a fort slot with like HP plus 10% or something like that. So, but you know, if you are perhaps testing little bits and pieces here and you want to do it relatively free of charge, it's a bad place to come do it, folks. So, wonderful. Right, now, what equipment have I got at the moment? Because I don't really remember anymore. It has been a while. I really should have done looking at this. I have a funny feeling I'm never going to use that, unfortunately, because that's got triple overdrive as well. I don't think I'm going to use that, so I'm going to sell it. It's nice that, you know, the high wind, nice reference to some other Final Fantasy games, but never mind. This rematch we can get rid of because we've got a better rematch. Alright, this one's got sensor, but, you know, whatever. That one can go as well because we've got the turnover. Haven't gone and done any of the Blitzball yet. That's kind of on the list of things to do. That can go. I don't need that. That can probably go. Just going through the... I haven't looked through this much. I know that the new piece of equipment we got for Orin last video I'll be talking about in a moment. That I don't think I'm going to use. I'm sorry. It's nice, but I could have preferred having that on someone else. I'll keep all that, why not? That's still handy to have, the auto shell. Don't think I'm going to need that. I don't know, the extra defense might be handy one day. Depending on, you know, I'm thinking of arena fights here. Where it does help to have specialised equipment. Again, double overdrive. I don't think I'm going to use that, but it's got the extra slots. And, you know, I might, like... Well, I say that, I mean, I might do that for, like, AP boosting, but then that's got double AP as it is. And Gillionaire. I'll keep it there, you never know. Lots of magic, that might be handy one day. Still got the flexible arm. I may find a use for that one day, I don't know, I'm going to keep hold of that. Yeah, keep hold of that. Haste charge, look at that. 100, it's worth 100,000. That is what auto haste does to equipment. It makes it absurdly rich. But then you think you've got to have 80 chocobo wings in order to equip that on. I mean, that's a lot. And of course, the brand new equipment we got for Walker off the Dark Valefor fight, folks. The Shutout, which has ribbon. Which is really, really nice. That is a special, that's a very special piece of ability to have on any piece of equipment, folks. If I remember correctly, I don't think ribbon... I may be wrong about this, but it's reminding me... I think like the original version, like that didn't have all the Dark Aeons. I don't think ribbon actually existed. I could be wrong about this, but I'm sure it didn't exist or something like that. We obviously will keep hold of that. Obviously, we're not selling that. I suppose the question is, well, what abilities are you going to put onto that ribbon shadow? Well, it's a good question. I mean, we're still going to equip it. I don't mind. Walker's got plenty of health as it is. It's a very good question. I really don't know. I mean, the thing is, something like that is going to be handy for, like, some of the super bosses, most likely, and also for dealing with some of the arena fights, certainly. But the question of what other things I'm going to put on it, I really don't know. I mean, stuff like, probably like, I don't even know, I don't even need any of these, you know, because, look, you already got the superior abilities for all these, so you don't need any of those. It doesn't cover death though. I don't think ribbon actually covers death, so I may well look to get death proof on it at some point. And I know that because I say sleep proof, it's already present. So yeah, I don't think it covers death protection. It covers all of this and berserk and whatever else. Doesn't cover curse, but you know, curse is what it is. I'm not too fussed about that. I might well at some point get stuff like auto protect maybe. Break HP limit on this would be absolutely fantastic. I mean, a ribbon with break HP limit as well. I don't know if you can do that. I don't know. We don't actually have anything so we can actually put that break HP limit on, I don't think, because Dark Matter, which covers break damage limit for weaponry, actually is ribbon in this game. I think it was break HP limit in the original game, the original version, so I need to look up what that is actually. I don't quite remember. Break HP limit is 3 stars, so I don't know, I'd have to look that up. But, you know, I could put like a HP 30% on, but I don't really want to. You know, that just feels like I could do so much more than that. Something like Auto Phoenix. I mean, Auto Phoenix, we need to get hold of equipment with this on soon enough. It's very hard to actually make, because you got to get Mega Phoenixes, which are very, very difficult to get hold of. But, I mean, we could easily get, like, Auto Phoenix. I mean, I'd have Shut Out, Death Proof, Auto Phoenix, and maybe Auto Haste. Would probably be the top 4 I would go for. Auto Protect's nice, but not necessary, and by the time you take on some of the stuff at the end of the game, some of the late game ship officers, they ignore defenses kind of anyways, half the time. So, that's what I would probably do. Ribbon, Death Proof, Auto Haste, and Auto Phoenix would probably be that, but I mean, that would be, that piece of armor would probably be worth, I don't even want to think how much that'd be worth, an absurd amount of gil. An absurd amount. Anyways, right, lovely. This is all fine. I don't need to play around any of this, do I? Yeah. We'll go back to the buckler for Tidus. Can't believe I'm still using that. Yeah, that looks about right. Yep, pretty happy with that. Alright then, folks. Something else I need to do is, did you see that little girl there with the dog? We need to have a chat with her. Sometimes she's in here, sometimes she's running around outside. We need to track her down, because she's got something very special on her. Wherever she is. Do you know where she is? What are you talking about? Stay away from the silly woman. We've done all that. So Luzu won't admit it, but he's really down. I think he feels guilty about Gunnar dying, you know. Well, we've been there and done that. Where's that girl gone with her dog? I really need to track her down. Operation Mihen was a crushing loss for the Crusaders. They're running together from every land. Much better than those warrior monks. They're all holed up in Bevelle. That should be good. Here she is. Make sure to speak with her. Very important. Here, have this. This little fella brought it. That's awful. Give it up, Shadow. I can't figure out what it is either. You go ahead and take a look. Obtained something mangled and slobbery. It sounds horrible, but it's really not. Valefor has learned Energy Blast. Yes, folks. Valefor can have his second overdrive, just like what Dark Valefor was throwing us. Our Valefor can learn it too. And that's really, really good. I could have learnt this a lot earlier in the game, but I didn't. Like, I could have done and gone out my way to get hold of that much earlier, but I really, really didn't really see the point. You know, you can. I forget at what point exactly that comes open, but you know, I'm not too worried. Right, okay, so that is that. So we've got that. We've got the Jex sphere here as well. Oh yeah, just so you know as well, I'm pretty sure Energy Blast, if you do use that in a fight, it has even more turn recovery than Energy Ray. Just so you know. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to head on back to the Fahrenheit. Because we can't actually enter the temple until we go to the High Bridge and conduct all the events there, folks. So that is going to be our next topic, folks. Actually carrying on with the game. The Toxin Funny War. Now to make up for all my downtime. Yeah. Yeah, you do that, sir. Can you believe it, folks? We're actually doing some of the main story. We haven't for several videos, mind you. But I suppose it's about time. We ain't gonna do much, mind you. It's just a bit of story we need to get on with. So, I'm going to save the game quickly. I don't know why. It feels somewhat more habit than anything else because I haven't saved the game for. I haven't played this for ages. I'm thinking, oh goodness me, I haven't played this for so long. I found a 6th data slot from somewhere. I don't really know why, but ow, yeah. Nothing else is. Super! Right then, so let's make our way to the High Bridge, folks. If you've forgotten, which I wouldn't necessarily blame you, we've got this theory that perhaps somehow speaking to Mika is going to give us some clues on how we plan to defeat Sin. Now that we've taken out the final Aeon, folks, we've got to think of something ourselves. So, yeah.
Here we go!
The only clues we've got to go with was, Unileska was saying something about a Yevon? That's about all we got to go on, really. Unless Micah knows something. Stop the music. Awfully sinister. Oh yeah, funny point here. Remember these lines?
Don't these guys ever give up?
Yeah, these lines here, Infidel and Prepare to Charge, they came from here, actually, really, and they got reused for the guy, for Dark Valefor Besaid. Nice little note there. Anyway.
You regret showing your face here. We'll strike you down in the name of Yevon.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so guys...
If they want to fight, let's give them one.
Prepare to charge!
See what I mean?
Stop!
Huh? Shalinda? What are you doing here?
Lady Yuna
Captain?
is not to be harmed.
Look.
She's no traitor. That is an evil rumor spread by the Albed.
Albed?
What? Maester Mika himself told me.
Then, what are we to do?
Stand down! As
Stand
she
down.
says. What was that about evil Albed? I do not understand it myself. All Yevon seems to be in a state of confusion. Why, yesterday, they called me out of the blue and made me captain of the guard.
Captain of the Guard?
Short on believers?
Yes, the chaos in the temples is worse than I'd imagined. It's horrible. And all the priests do is blame each other. I worry what will become of Yevon. But no! I must be the rock that stands against the swirling tides, right? Lady Yuna, I must tell you, your courage has been a great inspiration to me.
Yeah, that's great, but we came here to see Maester Mika. Is he here?
Yes, I shall arrange an audience.
He's
Please
around
wait
there.
in the courtroom. Hey! Hey! Wait! What was all that about the Albed lying and stuff?
Simple.
Huh?
Yuna has become Micah's only hope.
Oh... Okay.
Just
Huh?
what does he think he can get away with?
Time to teach him some manners.
Yes, let's.
Oh, she says that so politely. Oh, God. Now, this should be an interesting conversation. Last time he tried to have it executed, so this should be good.
Why are you here? You must go and defeat sin quickly. You have obtained the final Aeon from Yunalesca, have you not?
Well, we did meet her.
Yeah, about that.
We fought and defeated her.
What?
Summoners and Guardians will be sacrificed for the final summoning no more.
You have profaned and subverted a 1,000-year-old tradition.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Fools! Infants! Do you realize what you've done? You've taken away the only means of calming sin.
Hey, maybe that's not the only way. We think we've got another.
Why? Preposterous! There is no other way!
The Grand Maester running away?
Spira has lost its only hope. Destruction is inevitable. You Yevon's spiral of death will consume us all.
You Yevon? Who is that?
I have no desire to watch Spira die.
It won't die.
Who is this you Yevon guy?
Yeah.
Lady Yunalesca also mentioned him.
Wait, Gramps! Who's you Yevon?
Right.
He who crafts the souls of the dead into unholy armor. An armor called sin.
Sin?
Clad in it, you Yevon is invincible.
You Yevon's making sin?
And the only thing that could have pierced that armor, you have destroyed. Nothing can stop it now.
But Micah, where do you think you're going? He just...
Disappear on us, will you? Rotten son of a shoe-puff.
Where is the Grand Maester?
He,
He's not here yet. How long must we wait?
That's odd. I'll go look for His Grace.
You do that. Before that engages, so... Let's recap here. According to what Micah just said, you Yevon crafts the dead into the unholy armor called sin. You Yevon lies inside sin? Is you Yevon the one making sin? Maybe? Meanwhile, Bahamut's faith.
Come to my room.
okay.
Who you talking to?
Huh? Oh, don't mind us.
No one.
I must go see the faith.
Of course, Aura knows what's
I
going
see.
on, even if the others don't. The advantages of being unsent, I guess. Been here for a while.
Hello.
Hi!
I must thank you for the Aeon.
So what's up?
So, have you found a way to truly defeat sin?
Well,
This is an odd kind of situation. There's a variety of responses you can make, but if you kind of like don't make the right
Well,
one,
come see me when you do. We'll talk then.
the game will just loop you back to here. It's a bit weird, this. I don't quite get it.
So, have you found a way?
And we're back here again. I don't get it. Why give us the choice? It's just like... It's not quite but thou must, but it's... Well... Anyways, we think we've got half an
Well?
idea. Well, we were mentioning something about the hymn, weren't we?
we think the Hymn of the Faith might slow sin down.
Perhaps.
You mean it won't work?
A very long time has passed since your father became Sin.
Well,
He
10
may
years.
not be able to hear the hymn anymore.
I know it's a long shot. But we gotta try it if there's a chance.
Yes, you must. I'm glad you're doing this. You have a good spirit, truly.
Thanks.
I'm not just a dream, right?
A dream?
It's a long story.
If it works, what'll you do then? You need more than the hymn.
Well,
And
What?
this then loops back to this one here. This is the one you really want to answer, but that gives you a little bit of extra dialogue. This is the one we need to do.
we fight Yu Yevon.
Yes. If you defeat Yu Yevon, it will end. Tell me, what do you know about Yu Yevon?
He's what makes Sin come back.
Sin is his armor. It protects him.
Yu Yevon was once a summoner long ago. He was peerless. Yet now he lives for one purpose, only to summon. He is neither good nor evil. He is awake, yet he dreams. But maybe not forever.
Yeah, that's right. Because we're ending it.
Yes. Even if you defeat Sin with the final summoning, Yu Yevon will live. Yu Yevon will join with the final Aeon.
Yeah, this is what's been happening.
He will transform it into a new Sin.
Yu
Yeah.
Yevon merges with the Aeon.
Exactly. That is what's been happening all these hundreds of years, folks. The true reason why the final summoning never ever actually worked. This Yu Yevon thing, basically, the final summoning would take out the armor. That was Sin. But then Yu Yevon would then merge with the final Aeon that got used, and then that would then be made into like the new Sin, the new armor, if you will. So Yu Yevon lived on. And all it ever did was just made Sin go away for a little bit. Hence the calm. A time where people didn't have to worry so much. They could get on before Sin decided to revive fully, and then the cycle just continued, folks. That's what's been going on.
Then, protected by this new Sin he has created, Yu Yevon continues the summoning.
For eternity. Huh?
But you know there is no such thing as eternity if you end it, is there?
Uh-huh.
Yu Yevon lives inside Sin.
That much we
Yuna,
kind of
listen.
guessed.
When you fight Yu Yevon, we will help you. Promise me you'll summon us. I'm afraid your swords
Okay.
and magic won't be enough. Please call us. Promise?
Yes.
Okay,
But
then, I guess.
You know, when it is all over, we will wake and our dream will end. Our dream will vanish.
Yeah. You've been dreaming a long time, haven't you?
I'm sorry.
I'm grateful.
About what?
Oh, nothing. Hey, don't make that face. Come on, we're gonna beat Sin. Let's see some cheer, okay?
You're hiding something.
Uh-oh.
I'm
He's
not.
on to us.
Really? You're a bad liar, you know?
Yeah, I suppose we can't really, we don't feel like telling Yuna about, Bahamut's face and about us.
I'm afraid the Grand Maester is nowhere to be found.
Oh, that's a shame.
It's okay, we were just leaving.
Oh, I see.
Hey! Maybe you could help us with the hymn.
Hey, good idea!
It's like, we need you to tell as many people as you can.
What should I tell them?
A ship in the sky will sing the hymn of the faith. When they hear it, we need everyone to sing along.
Everyone in Spira.
I'm not sure I understand.
You don't have
You
to.
don't have to.
Yeah,
Just
that.
tell everyone.
A ship in the sky will sing the hymn of the faith? So, when they hear it, everyone should sing along, correct?
Well done!
If they do, we might be able to defeat Sin.
Oh, Shalinda.
Truly?
Yes.
That's wonderful! You can count on me. I shall tell all of Spira.
Super. You don't need to understand why we're telling you to do it. Just do it. Exactly. So, Micah's decided that Micah knows there's no final summoning anymore. He thinks Spira is down the bog hole, and so he has now decided to send himself to the far plane. Great. Well, if Micah isn't going to help us, then we'll just have to do this ourselves.
I must admit, I was worried at the beginning, but you've done well.
Oh, thank you, Oren. That's nice of you.
One more trial to pass. Our stories will end together.
Yeah, one unsent, the other one seemingly the dream of the faith.
Don't keep Jack waiting. He never was a patient man.
We hear you, Oren. We hear you. So, this still brings one question, though. So, if you, Yevon, is the one that's been creating sin all this time, alright, okay then. We need to destroy you, Yevon. But the problem is now there's no final summoning. That is what has been taking out the armor all this time. Now that we don't have that, how do we get at you, Yevon? You, Yevon's encased inside Sin. So, to get at you, Yevon, we need to take Sin out. That's asking a lot, isn't it, folks? We're going to have to think of something to do with that. Time for another brainstorm, guys.
We'll be bringing a new calm, one that will last forever.
Well, ideally.
This will be a battle unmatched in the 1,000 years since Sin's birth. Spira without Sin. Why is it so hard to imagine?
Yeah, that's the thing. They've never known anything, a world without it.
Afterwards, after we defeat Sin, promise you'll stay with Yuna.
Yeah, about that.
All those teachings, what were they for? Sorry, I was just thinking.
That's alright.
We're still going forward, right? We can think about what will happen after we beat Sin, right?
That's the spirit. I think Riku's hiding down here as well.
My pop says he's got a special surprise for Sin.
Oh?
Can't wait till this is over so we can relax for a change. Don't worry, we'll be fine. Everyone will sing for us. I know it.
Someone's confident. Oh, you've already said that. Okay. Usually they generally say 4 things, but oh well.
There's something I want to say before the fight. I guess I didn't know anything about the Al Bhed. Didn't know anything. Didn't want to listen to anything. I was a big jerk. So, I'm sorry, huh? Please forgive me.
Don't let it bother you. Hey, I'm guilty of hating those darn Yevonites myself. Well, there's a lot of folk in this world. Some of them good, some of them bad. That's all there is to it.
Exactly.
When this is all over, we'll help you look for your Xanarkand.
You better. Well,
A
say
Spiro
that.
without sin. Hard to imagine, yeah? When this is all...
Oh, okay then. Alright then, Sid. This should be an interesting
The final
conversation.
showdown with Sheen. I say let's get this show on the road!
Oh, you're not actually going to tell me? Okay then, well, now that we've done the hybrid event, there is now a new location for us on the on our destination list. It is actually Sin. And basically, this is then leading you down the path towards the end of the game. It's not a the point of no return. That's not for a little bit. We've got to do some bits and pieces. That leads us to the final dungeon, and there's a point in the final dungeon itself before you actually get to the point of no return. So you can go here and play around with this if you want to, but we're not going to do this just yet, folks. What we're going to do first is we're going to go back to Baaj Island and go to the Baaj Temple. So I'll do that off screen, I figure. So I'll catch you guys in a short bit.
Yeehaw! Here we go!
Yeah. Helps if I press that, doesn't it? Okay, so here we are back in Baaj Village, folks. So let's head inside the temple. Just so you guys know, I've also been sorting out everyone's all their overdrive meters as well. I'm starting to set them back to what you know, they should be as well. Just I say, having not recorded a video for like 2 weeks. Yeah. Yes, you see, if we now have a chat with her. Yeah. Now that we're officially not classed as traitors, as such, we can now actually enter the temples, which is nice. Sounds like that poppycock about Lady Una finally got cleared up. Exactly. You have to go to the High Bridge to basically be not branded traitors, as such. Priest told me the story of Lady Uniska and Lord Zayan. Spear is here today because of what Lady Uniska did. Well, I'm inclined to agree, although she still was psychotic. Now that the people of Yevon turn, who do the people of Yevon turn to now that Maester Mika is gone? Well, unfortunately, the people of Spira are going to have to find themselves someone else to believe in. I don't remember if there's anything in any of these. I could be completely wrong. I'm just having a flick through because I can. It's been ages since we haven't been here since like part 3, part 4. I've not told the people yet, but I hear Maester Mika has passed away. Well, they know. What is going on, Bevelle? All word from Saint Bevelle has ceased. None of the temples know which way to turn. Well, unfortunately, life ain't as simple now as it used to be. You have to figure our own way out. So now we can actually head into the Cloister of Trials, which is nice. So let's go and get the Destruction Sphere. I should have got 40 videos ago, shall we? Right, so first things first, the temple, the cloisters reset themselves. So you've got to go through them all as you previously did. So let's do everything we did previously. So touch the glyphs to open up the passage here. Move on down here. Right. Touch that glyph, which gives us a glyph sphere. Beautiful. And we'll take this down to open the doorway. Oh god, well I suppose all the carnage last year is because I didn't do this 40 videos ago. Well, maybe it's a good thing I did. Recess, there we are, lovely. So there was a pedestal there. There's some symbols there we need to touch. Time game would be wonderful. Right, so there's a Baaj sphere in there. Nothing there, nothing there. Okay, right. So let's do what we did here. So like I say, so here there's a Besaid sphere. Grab this. And then we will put it in here, I believe. That, as you can see, then breaks all of this. Now, I need to try and remember where the hell the destruction sphere was. Because I haven't figured that bit out yet. Okay. So we'll just do that. Let's just have a look around quickly. Because I honestly don't remember still. Which I know is really bad. It doesn't go in here or something, does it? Because, yeah, because it might have been last time, folks. I was sort of slightly kind of like... I knew I hadn't found it. And I just couldn't work out why I hadn't found it. And I was sort of messing around a little bit. And then I just got kind of like... My mind kind of wandered a bit. And then I just kind of didn't do anything. It was really weird. See, it doesn't go in here either, does it? No. It doesn't do anything either. So, what we need to do, probably, is let's actually do that. It doesn't get pushed into here, does it? Don't think so. The only place it goes is it gets pushed forward. Which, of course, this then creates the... when it gets over to here, this creates the platform you use to take down to get to the Chamber of the Faith. And then that takes you down. The thing is, we don't want to actually go down here. So if we take this back up... Oh, for the love of... I never thought I would say this, but I'm going to say it now. I hate the Besaid Island Cloister Trials. Okay? There, I said it. Are we happy? Are we satisfied? Are we on the same page? Ugh! God almighty. Folks, what have I done to, you know, receive such punishment? I really don't... This then brings up the question of what the hell is it I'm missing? We don't grab this again, do we? Oh, hello! Well, looky here! You can take that out of the door! Oh, what happens if I put it in here? Mystery solved. That's what I didn't do. No wonder I didn't see it. You take the glyph sphere back out of the door. Oh, there's your destruction sphere. I'm afraid two words are currently coming to mind, and they are her and swiftly followed by der. And I missed it twice. Twice! Okay, the first time I had half an excuse because I went and pushed this thinking I could carry on and then I didn't. And the second time, I kind of forgot that's what happened the first time, so... Right, so we'll head down here, grab hold of the destruction sphere, and I believe this thing goes to where the Besaid sphere was set? The Besaid sphere was set in the destruction sphere goes here, and I can't talk anymore. Yeah, you see this? This little line lingers round. Yeah, this little bit down the side looks completely innocuous. Yes, that is where the treasure was hiding all along. So if we head inside, our final one, the final destruction sphere treasure, the Rod of Wisdom, You can obtain hidden items by using destruction spheres. Yeah, thanks for that. As was noted in the comments of the videos at the time, the Rune of Wisdom, at the point that you get it, is quite handy. Obviously, it's no use to us anymore. But, you know, when you first get that, you know, when you first come through it, that's a handy little weapon for Yuna, and she could use that for a fair portion of the game. So, yeah. Anyways, what we are going to do, though, before we leave here, is you see how we can actually go to the Chamber of the Faith, folks. We're actually going to go and do that. Because, you know, now you can revisit all the temples. You can go and revisit all the Temple Faith if you desire. So you can come back in all the chambers and that sort of thing. And you can head inside, folks. I don't know if everyone knew that you could do this. It's not obvious. The game never really tells you. But you can revisit all the Temple Faith. Which is cool. So this is Valefor's old faith.
Sin is cursed. Sin prays. It curses its form. It prays for dissolution. Sin sees dreams of its own destruction. Sin is looking at us. We live in a fading echo of time left us by the Destroyer. Free him from you, Yevon. Free him, the faith that has become sin.
And for revisiting all of the old faiths, you actually get hold of some items as well. So you get an invasion sphere from Valefor. And there are also lots of chests. So we've got a high potion, white magic sphere, an elixir, and two potions. Okay then. But yeah, you can do this. Revisit all the faiths, and you'll get hold of some nice items for doing it, folks. So we will be doing this. We will be revisiting all the faiths as we go along, folks. Because, hey, I'm all for getting hold of some useful items. The invasion sphere as well is nice. The white magic sphere is quite nice. Those I need to get rid of because they're going to annoy me and clog up my inventory a bit unnecessarily. But yeah. Right, so before we do anything, you're going to... Yeah. So what we're going to do now, before we bring this video to an end, is now that we've got hold of all the 6 Destruction Sphere treasures, that is an absolute mouthful, folks, oh dear. Now we are going to make our way back to Baaj Temple and see what on earth that, that seal was withholding from us, folks. So, I will see you there in a little bit. Alright then, so here we are back at Baaj. So let's head back to the little seal area place, shall we? I don't know quite what it's called, to be fair. At least I don't remember what it was called. The antechamber, that's the one. Right, so, I fear we're going to have to light all 6 seals up again, aren't we? So, okay then. Let's do all 6 then. So, we've got Zanarkand, I believe that is. Makalania. Besaid. And on this side, we've got Kilika. Jose, 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 Jose. I don't know quite why I said that. And finally, Bevelle. Which is the only one that the game kind of basically forces you to... Well, it's the only one you have to get through the story. Because obviously you can only visit one. It's nice enough the game doesn't screw you over like that. Complete the 6, break the seal. And now we can enter Baaj Temple, Chamber of the Faith. Hope you're ready for some interesting backstory, folks. Does that look familiar, folks? It should do.
You are Maester Seymour's mother.
Yep.
So you know, yet still you seek my aid.
Maester Seymour Guado's mother is a faith.
My son, do you not hate him? It is all right. He is the one who sowed the seeds of hatred. He is to blame. But I am at fault for letting him become what he was. He was always alone, half Guado, half man. I wanted to give him the strength to live by himself. And so I became a faith. But because I let him taste power, he began to thirst for more. He was not satisfied with my Aeon. He wanted more power.
And he found sin.
Yeah.
Yes. Come, summoner. I will bestow you with my power. The Dark Aeon, Anima. Destroy sin, and my son's obsession with it. Though it is small recompense for what I did to him.
Say hello to one of the hidden Aeons, Anima. How awesome is that, folks? Really glad to finally get hold of him. Anima is a absolutely vicious Aeon, folks. I mean, you thought Bahamut was overpowered at times? Oh, Anima can go a step further than that when it wants to. Oh, boy. But yeah. It's not something ever that the game delves into much. But yeah, what basically happened? I don't know the full history. You can look that up if you want. But basically, for reasons I forget, if it was to do with like Seymour's father or something like that, I think there was something was going on in Guadosalam and all hell broke loose or something. And it ended up with like Seymour and his mum basically kind of like getting exiled to here. And then basically, you know, they were stuck here. Well, Seymour was stuck here, and it's because he was here and isolated for so long. This is where his nihilistic views started forming into obviously wanting to be seen, wanting to destroy everything. Before that, Seymour's mother turned herself into a faith in order to, you know, to try and give Seymour some power in order to kind of like protect himself. But unfortunately, it didn't quite work out too well. And as a result, well, you know, Seymour did use Anima on occasion, though he didn't really fancy using her. But unfortunately, with his views and his obsession, the power started getting misused a bit, unfortunately. So, yeah. Just to show you guys as well with Anima, I'll show you Anima's stats here. Starts off with a little bit more health than Bahamut does, and that's without the fact I've given Bahamut some stats boost as well. Pain and Oblivion, as you guys saw earlier in the game. Starts off with a variety of status attacks, and also up to the tier 3 magic, as well as bio and death, which is pretty cool. The attributes are all here, as you can see. Pretty good. Also note, pretty good agility as well. But still, well, actually, I say that, actually behind where everyone else is. But then bear in mind, I have been boosting everyone else's agility actually as well, artificially, so that's not quite fair. So I'll give them one. So Anima can be really powerful, especially with Anima's Overdrive, because it hits more than once. Can be used to do absurd amounts of damage when you get your Aeons like fully powered. There is still one more Aeon though that we have not got hold of yet, but now that we have Anima and Yojimbo, in addition to the 5 storyline Aeons, now we can actually go and get the final Miss Aeon for our collection. Which is nice. I guess we can't revisit here and have another chat with you, can we? Just curious, just checking. No, okay then. Yeah, because you can only come back and revisit all these Aeons after you've done all the stuff with the hybrid and all that sort of thing. So, obviously you can't come here before you've done the Zanarkand, before you've done all that anyway, because you can't come here until you've revisited Zanarkand, and by then you've already fought Unalesca and all that sort of thing. So, they can delve into the story a bit with that bit there, of things you may not have known earlier. So, lovely. Right then, so what I'm going to be doing is I think that's probably where we're going to end the video. So, I say, so we've got hold of Anima, which is awesome. We've gone forward the story a bit. We're going to have to leave Shalinda to, and task her with spreading the word across Spira that we need everyone to sing the Hymn of the Faith when we go and confront Sin. At least that's the idea, folks. So what we're going to be doing next time... what are we going to be doing next time? Well, now that we've got hold of Anima and Yojimbo, we need to revisit Remium Temple. That's probably the first priority. We also need to visit all the other faiths, the Chamber of the Faiths, as we go. So we've got Kilika for Ifrit, we've got Jose for Ixion. Both of those we can visit fine. Unfortunately, Makalania Temple, where Shiver is, we can't really get to because that's guarded by a Dark Aeon. Bahamut's... I don't know if Bahamut has a scene like that. I don't know. It might do, but there's a super boss down there as well in that area, so we may not be able to do that either anyways. Anima doesn't have anything like that. Yojimbo might or might not. I don't know, but again, there's another super boss down where that is as well. So, yeah. So what we'll be doing is we'll probably go quickly visit Ifrit and Ixion's Chamber of the Faiths. And then we're going to head on to Remium Temple. We're going to go and revisit and say hello again to Belgamine. Because what we basically been waiting for is to get hold of the Anima and Yojimbo faiths. We need to then go to there, defeat her versions of those. And then that will lead us on our way to the final Aeon. Not the final Aeon, but the final Aeon that we can collect, folks. You need to get all 7 of these beforehand, folks. So, I'm going to thank you guys all very, 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 very much for watching. And I will see you next time.